They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ballgame.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. This defense for the Browns, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That's into the hands of Pascal, and they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now. 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A big play there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end over the middle. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Landry now on the return. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A run for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard gain.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has. And
that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And this one is right through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. So we reach halftime. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. 3rd quarter. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
104 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Devontae Smith,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. From the gun, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, here's Chubb again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And Sanders has got it, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb
too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Browns are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Nick Chubb hit 21.95 miles an hour on a long touchdown run in 2019, 4th fastest in the NFL, and he flashed the big-time speed again there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Open man right side, Myers.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it.
Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That is incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts
as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey.